Did you know that the 100-Acre Woods is actually a real place? It's in London. Hi, I'm Azure.
And I'm Maya.
And this is Clueless and Connoisseur. And once again, we are watching Winnie the Pooh.
Yay!
So we're watching season 3, episodes 1 and 2, but it's composed into one episode, which is O Bottle / Owl in the Family. O Bottle, I'm going to do a quick plot thing. Christopher Robin is playing a game with Winnie the Pooh, and there's a treasure map. And Winnie the Pooh's like, oh, that's so awesome.
Ow.
And then the pack rats, which I'll get to in a second, end up, the whole episode is just the pack rats trying to steal the map in the bottle, while a group of our favorite friends, Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, Rabbit, and Owl, are all trying to figure out what the map is about and where Christopher Robin is. So we'll talk about that first.
I had no idea what was going on in this episode. I was completely tuned out. I'm not gonna lie.
That's actually
real. I was like, literally, what's happening? And I did not know who the pack rats were.
Okay, well.
So I was like, what's going on? I literally had no idea.
The pack rats are, they're a little group of rats that you see, and they don't.
Me and my friends.
They don't actually show up a lot in the Winnie the Pooh franchise, and actually, the episode O Bottle, season 3, episode 1, is their very last appearance. Probably ever, I'm pretty sure. They've appeared before, probably once or twice, maybe 3 times in season 1. And I know they've appeared in one of the movies. I don't remember which one, but they have been at least mentioned in one of the movies. But then season 3, episode 1, O Bottle, that is their last appearance, and forever, I think. I can't remember. But yeah, and I actually I remember that episode, even though I had to get a refresher on it, just because that episode reminded me a lot of I don't remember which movie, one of the movies with one of the Winnie the Pooh movies where Christopher Robin actually goes to school, and he writes a note saying that he's gone to school, I'll be back soon.
I think I remember this. I'm like...
Pooh finds the note, and he's like, I can't read this. So he takes it to Owl.
Can you relate?
No. Owl reads the note, and he, it's the way it's written, it's just Winnie the Pooh style. And he ends up reading it, the last part, as Backson. And then they sing a whole song about the Backson being a monster, and not Winnie the Pooh, Christopher Robin just got kidnapped by the Backson. And it's a whole song. It's really good. It's a banger, actually. But yeah, that's what O Bottle reminded me of, was just that, I think that parallel of, yeah, this is what's happening, but that's not what was happening. And it's really funny how that happens a lot within the Winnie the Pooh franchise, is that someone finds a note, they're like, I can't read this. So they take it to Owl, and Owl's totally blowing it out of proportion with his misinformation. But it's okay, because we love him.
Speaking of Owl, the second episode.
The second episode, Owl in the Family.
Owl's a little stupid. Am I going to explain the plot for this one?
I mean, you can if you want to.
Okay, because I had a little better grasp on it, but interject if I'm wrong. So in this episode, it was Owl was like, oh, I'm kind of sad because, I don't have family. And so Pooh and Piglet are like, oh, we're going to, send out, letters for a family reunion. And then these crows show up, and they're like, yeah, we're totally Owl's family. And Owl was like, yeah, they're my family. They're my guests. And then, then his real family shows up, and the crows are not his real family, and they leave. And then his real family is there.
Okay, so, yeah, that's
what happens.
I guess that's kind of how it goes.
It is. That is exactly what happens.
It starts out with Rabbit and Owl get into a little argument in Rabbit's garden because, Rabbit likes to keep his garden nice and neat and organized. And Owl messes it up, so Rabbit gets mad, and then they get into a fight, words are said, and Owl realizes he doesn't have a family. He doesn't have anyone that, understands him as an owl. So he gets sad about it, and then Pooh and Piglet decide we're going to invite his family out. And, yeah. And then that's what happens.
Okay, like, is Owl stupid? Like, why does he... Those are crows. Those are not owls. Is he delusional? Is he just, like... That's what I thought. Like, I took one AP Psych class, and my psychology brain was like, is he, like, delusional? Like, is he, like... believing these delusions that
the thing about
these crows are his family,
not just Owl, but like all of them, is that they're all, I don't want to go down they all represent like a mental disability. Yeah, I'm not going to go down that route because I personally feel like there's more to it in that theory. But with Owl and Gang, they all are very childish in their own ways because they are still stuffed animals and they're part of Christopher Robin's imagination. So because they seem, a little stupid, it's not because they are, but because that's how Christopher Robin perceives them as.
Thank you. Thank you for this wisdom. And second of all, my thoughts. Why did the Aunt Owl have boobs? She had boobs.
This was created in the 80s.
Why?
I feel like I should mention that. This was created in the 80s, and there's I think at the time there was a trend in female animals having strange proportions.
Yeah, no, it reminds me of that one Tumblr post where it's male bird in a cartoon thing, and it's just a normal bird. And then, the female one is, this, all gussied up, really, curvy bird, and it's huh?
Have you seen, any movies in the Alpha and Omega franchise?
I haven't, and I'm planning to keep it that way.
The proportions are insane, dude. I cannot believe I was a fan of those movies, because what the freak?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so, yeah, that is a thing.
What are your thoughts on that episode?
In that episode, okay, Owl and the Family is actually not intended to be, but very much is almost a direct parallel to another Winnie the Pooh movie, which is Tigger's movie, where Tigger finds out that Tigger realizes, hey, there's no other Tiggers here. What the heck? Why don't I have a family? And so he tries to figure out if there's any other Tiggers out in the world, and then he kind of sings the sad song, the wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one.
Dang.
And so, yeah, those two are
Tigger angst.
Those two are parallels in finding a family, but realizing, Owl at least had a family. Tigger, I'm not too sure about. I don't remember that movie too well.
Oh my God.
But yeah.
That's crazy.
No, yeah. I am really interested in the family lore with the stuff with our favorite characters here, because they don't really touch on that, where they came from or who they are. So yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you're pretty clueless.
Well, at least I have a connoisseur.
See you next week.
Yeah.